All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We're going to be joined by Stephen Moore, Chief Economist for the Heritage Foundation, in just a second. Have you heard the Michael Jordan story? Michael Jordan talking about playing golf with the President of the United States, and he told Ahmad Rashad, quote, he's a hack. It would be an all-day thing playing with him. And he described the president as a blankety golfer. Starts with an S, can't say it. Let's watch this. We'll go to Stephen Moore.
And it's only right that we ask everyone to pay their fair share. Pay their fair share. Pay our fair share in taxes in a way that is fair. Pay their fair share in taxes, pay their fair share. And it's also about fairness.
Yeah, fair. All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, as promised, Stephen Moore, Chief Economist for the Heritage Foundation, and a great piece in the Wall Street Journal talking about how Obama is soaking the rich and drowning the middle class. Stephen, I mean, you know, he ran on this premise, and they've talked about it even up to this day, yet Obama and his policies are getting rid of the middle class.
Yeah, you know, first of all, Steve, I love that collage you just played. The left loves the term fairness, but ladies and gentlemen, when they start talking about fairness, guard your wallet, right, Steve? Because that means they're ready to not just soak the rich, but to soak everyone, because this is a middle-class country, and most of the money is in the hands of the great middle class. And the big problem for, I think, the Democrats and Obama right now, Steve, as we're 96 hours or so from a big election, is that they've pursued all these policies in the name of fairness, helping the middle class, helping the poor. And yet my research shows, and this is based on government statistics, that the people who have been hurt the most by Barack Obama's policies, when you look at paychecks, when you look at jobs, when you look at poverty rates, Steve, it's the people at the bottom. And it's the people in the middle class. And that's why you see so much economic anxiety. There was a poll that just came out yesterday, shows a lot of Americans think the country is off on the wrong track, which is a very deadly number for the incumbent party. And the reason they think that the country is off on the wrong track is that their own personal finances are off on the wrong track.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the polls that show that the economy is the most, you know, we have ISIS, we have Ebola, we have so many things, and we keep hearing from the media and from the administration how great a job Obama has done. You know, 6 years later now, he saved us from a depression, yet the economy to many, many millions of families around this country stinks.
Yeah. By the way, let me just add something to what you just said, Steve. You're right. The Democrats and Obama, and on the media, by the way, is, oh, you know, wonderful president. I mean, the New York Times recently had a piece about, oh, everything that Barack Obama has done has worked so well to save our economy. But Janet Yellen, our Fed chairman, is saying that too. That, you know, she just, as you know, we've had QE1, QE2, QE3, which are just, you know, these massive infusions of money that began under Ben Bernanke. And you listened to what she said yesterday. It was like a victory lap. Like somehow she had saved the economy. Everything is so wonderful. We've created all these jobs. I think most Americans are scratching their heads saying, what in the world is she talking about? The jobs aren't there. The income isn't there. She didn't save the economy. In fact, maybe with all this money, she plunged it deeper into the red.
Yeah, and I want to turn to the midterms here for a second. You're going to join us, hopefully, on our election coverage night on Tuesday night. I'm very excited about that.
I'm not going to try to jinx things by bringing a bottle of champagne. But
no. Okay, but you do believe that the corks should be popping for people like you and me, right?
Yeah, well, and here's why, Steve. Not because I think Republicans deserve to win, because I'm not so sure Republicans have really articulated a message of hope and strategy to deal with this. I think it's more a negative vote against the president and the Democrats. I think people are just fed up with the way Washington is working. I think that, and by the way, I think a lot of incumbents in both parties will lose, but because the Democrats run Washington right now, or 2/3 of it, they're going to take the brunt of the voter anger. And I think the Republicans are going to pick up 8 to 10 seats in the Senate. I think they're going to win a lot of these close governor's races in Florida and Wisconsin and Illinois and Kansas. I think it's going to be a big night, very much like we saw in 2010, what we call a wave election.
Yeah, well, it's going to be very interesting to see. What's your take on you mentioned QE2 real quick, QE3, the end of it. How's this going to play out, do you think?
Well, I hope this is the end of it. You know, that's what the Fed is saying now, that, you know, no more asset purchases. Do you know, Steve, they've purchased over $3.5 trillion, close to $4 trillion in assets.
Wow.
And that's a massive amount of money to put into the economy. Going forward, I mean, this is something that keeps me up at night. How is the Fed going to put that genie back in the bottle? How are they going to put the toothpaste back in the tube? We've never done this before. This is uncharted territory. I thought that Janet Yellen's victory lap was at best premature, because now you got to take the punch bowl away from the party, Steve. Yeah. That's never very popular.
Yeah, no, that's going to be interesting. All right, you bring the champagne. We'll hide the bottle until after the results are in. Stephen Moore, great to talk to you, sir.
Yeah. See you Tuesday night, 7 o'clock.
You
right?
got it. Yes.
Okay.
All right. We're going to have special election coverage all night Tuesday night, folks. I'll have a special show starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, and Stephen Moore will be there. Coming back next with more of the Steve Malzberg Show. Don't go away.